And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Pain is a strange thing. Pain is a peculiar thing, don't you think? It can mean so much one moment, and yet the next, all that could be proved by it is numbed and nullified by the context in which it is perceived. Yes, I think that's true. For example, if you read of the destruction of a little girl in one of those Sunday tabloids we're all so fond of, then of course it's shocking. And oh, what monster could do such a thing? But because of the way it is fed to you, it is relatively safe. If, on the other hand, I was to walk down amongst you and name you directly, and name your little boy or little girl, and name the street you all live on, and the times at which your son or daughter leaves school, then, without even the hint of violence, I can begin to smell the first sweat stains of fear. Why should this man take the trouble to find these things out? Why would this man use up so much time, so much expenditure to work out the timetable of our lives, our children's lives? Yes, you see, already the logic of a frightened society begins its humpback journey to the dark season. Of course, this reasoning can only be confirmed with the unveiling of a knife! See how it shines. See how it captures the light, then sends it spinning out again. So pure, so resonant. Yes, if you were to ask my opinion, I'd have to say there was something beautiful about the illuminated knife. Something almost religious. Look, see it is how much too bright to behold. Yes, so cleansing, so... What's the word? Correct. I bought this one from the hardware store at the bottom of the street near the secondary school. I don't know why. I think perhaps it was an impulse buy. You know how easy it is with credit cards these days. Only £7.95. Rather cheap for a religious experience, don't you think? The shop had hundreds of them, said they were a popular item. Well, I think we can see why, can't we? Came in a nice wooden box. A carved wooden box with a removable lid. Incidentally, the wooden box is now buried at the foot of my garden, wrapped in the roots of my apple tree. I don't know if that means anything to you. Look at the handle for a moment. Here, hold it. Go on. It's all right. In fact, it's better than all right, isn't it? Feel how it's made in such a way to feel natural, right in your grasp. Hold it with both hands. Can you feel the power surging through you? Can you sense the strength? Yes, of course you can. Now, pretend I'm small. Pretend that I'm one of the small ones. It's all right. It's only pretend. Look, I'll help you. I'll get down on my knees to you. It's almost the same thing. Now, do you feel it? All of you. Can you feel something happening? Can't you sense it? Here, let me help you some more. Look, I place my hands on top of yours. I give you my strength from the outside, my hands on your hands, my intent on your intent. Yes, there's only one way to go, isn't there? There's only one action that can complete the equation. The only question remaining is, do you need any help? Can you fulfill it yourself, or shall I leave my hands where they are? Shall I lean forward and kiss you whilst we do the dance? Shall I commit myself in your arms? Shall you push up or down? Come on, what's it going to be? Will you send me to the valley or must I do it myself? Come on, it's time to make a decision. What's it going to be?
Jack and Jill went up the hill intent on pain and slaughter. Jack was blind and Jill was blind, 'cause with the knife he taught her.
Thank you, Jemima. As always, perfectly timed. Yes, pain is a strange thing. It is contained in both love and hate, and its inevitability in both may indeed be a secret of some kind. No matter. Welcome to the garden. Oh, it's so nice to see new faces again after so long. So pleasant to have new entries. To each and every one of you, welcome to the garden. Marie, Piari, Miri, Piari, Zindagi. Tick-tock, tick-tock. See them arrive, ladies and gentlemen. See them arrive. Just in time. Watch them file in. Slide into the garden like so many quiet emotions, like so many little questions. Ah, what a pretty sight it is for me, and I hope for you too. I say again, welcome to the garden, welcome to the place where the sun is a fading sun, where the moon is a starving moon. See them behind me, like two eyes in a malformed little mortal child. Yes. Oh, you're going to learn lots of new things here today. Yes, you are. Many things will come our way tonight. Many things are abroad on this fine day. Yes, learning is a strange thing, is it not? One could almost say an insidious thing. Tick-tock! Tick-tock! Yes, indeed! The hammer and the nail and the flesh and the spirit. Learning is a lesson to us all, wouldn't you say? And here in the garden, a lesson is a solid thing. Here in the garden, a lesson is a thing that perhaps has only little reference from your side of the pond. No matter. A lesson must be learnt in certain ways. And this is the truth. Meet Saul. Yes, meet Saul. She is the guardian of the tears of Jesus. See? She keeps them in a red vessel so that we will not forget, so that we cannot relinquish guilt. If anyone personifies the lesson, then I suspect it is she. Look, Saul. We have an audience. We have a chance of proof. Here, we have opportunity. Take it! Grasp it! Go on, Saul. No one understands the plight of the sick god like you do. Why don't you share it with us? Why don't you carve up some of those fundamentals for us and serve up the truth? Jemima's got a truth right there in her hands that I'm sure could be used as a catalyst of some description. Haven't you, dear? Yes. I'm certain that we could really move some ideology if we both got it together. No? Well, maybe later. Maybe when our feet have been kissed, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our merry band. Over there, the chap with the hammer, that's John. He is not the firstborn, so he feels he must be the perpetrator. Jemima, of course, you've met already, both here tonight and within the eyes of Mother. Not too much I need to say about her. Except perhaps that she's obsessed with the beauty of the knife. But don't worry. She's an introspective creature, though with great insight. Now here we have someone I know you'll be dying to meet. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Spiral. Interesting name, isn't it? As you get to know him, I'm sure that you'll agree that there really could be no other. Yes. As he unfolds, I'm sure that you'll be of the opinion that his name is well suited. Tick! My name is Process. Top! My name is Magister. Throughout your stay in the garden, I will be around. I am pretension and plural both, and my skin is purely a reason of effect. I hope you make new connections this day. Watch me fade away!
I've written you a poem! I've written you a poem! It's all my own work!
What? Where am I?
Left my heart in olden days, to tell me dying never saves. I've written you a poem. I wrote it for you especially. Would you like me to recite it for you? I know all the words. I can do it for you, if you want.
I was waiting for something to happen. I remember that something was about to happen. I remember his feet.
Look! Never mind about that now. Soul will explain all that to you later, when it's time for her to fill the pool. Right now, what you've got to think about is whether you want to hear my poem or not. Well...
What's your name?
Questions. Didn't you read the book? Didn't you watch with Mother? This is a play on school, not a school of assassination, John. You'll have to sit nearer to the heat than that if you want to get on. You do want to get on, don't you, John? You do want to play with me, listen to my poem. I can offer you solace for your sins, or at least your brother's sins.
My brother?
Oh, not now. Save it for Saul. She's the one at the sick dog. I'm the rhythm and rhyme girl. I'm the one who tells of the meter. I'm the one who has written your poem. I didn't write it for your father, not for the three. This is just for you. Now, do you want to hear it or not?
Will it help me understand? I mean, if you wrote it for me, then you must have known I was coming. Tell me who I am. Won't you tell me what's happened to him?
Ha ha ha. Poor John. You never could accept the miracles, could you? You like my toy? Isn't it shiny? Isn't it fine? So much more pure than the hammer and nail, don't you think? You see, with a thing like this, it's the cut that's important. In, out! And look what's left behind. Oh, so pretty the black, such a pretty colour. None of the shame of remaining behind. Not like the nail, not like the cross. You see, you understand now?
The cross. Something about a cross. Yes, that's right. I remember.
Yes, of course you do. Now, if you'll just bear yours, then perhaps we can compare our fates. Ha ha ha!
Take my feet, take my feet, take my feet.
It was him. He hid it. It was Judas. Spider! I chose up my throat! Spider!
I've written you a poem. I know who you are and why you are here. Would you like to hear your poem?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Good. My name is Jemima, and I love my mother. If I die before I wake, I pray my father God will take. If mother drinks my daddy's cream, I pray I wake before I dream. Are you ready?
Yes.
As it should be. All right then, are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sitting comfortably? Then I shall begin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
One and one make three, living in the apple tree. Know your father, he's the law, warming in the apple core. Lost your brother on the cross, know his flesh and learn the cost. Put fingers in the watershed, know 10 things that he has said. Get down on your knees and pray, cross your heart and fly away. Garden pleasures ever near, pay the piper with your fear. And if you're lost to what you've done, then just rejoice in kingdom come. I wrote this on my mercy seat. Now love my knife and kiss my feet. Poor John. Poor man. You're locked in the pain of knowledge, aren't you? There. Listen with Mother. It'll be all right. It'll be all right, eventually. I promise you. Yes. Lots of new games for you here, John. Lots of new rules, new faces. Oh, yes. New looks, new books. Oh, so you'll stay, John. So you'll try to fit in.
Scuttle, scuttle.
Because we want you to fit in so much, John. Look, I can even help you, if you want. I've got the tools. See, I've got the game all set up.
Itsy bitsy spider climbing up the spout. Down comes the golden rain to wash the spider out.
Ooh, see? Spiral wants to play. He must like you, John. You must be really special. Tell him about the loved one, Spiral. Tell him about Alice's friend. Tell him about...
Judas.
Yes, Judas. Tell him about Judas. Is that what a spiral, John? Tell you about Judas. Introduce you to the past. Make it present. Make it now. Do you know where you are, John?
In the garden? What garden? When?
Shh. Yeah. It's all spiral in the beginning. It's all spiral at the end. Everything is spiral to the tick-tock. Everything is hammer and nail. I had a friend. I know about friendship. Don't kneel there and think I don't understand about communication, John. Yes, I understand about the denial that matters. I know about the conspiracy of the three. My name is Judas. Once upon a time, there was a garden. And in the garden, there was a man called Jesus and a man called Judas. And the man called Jesus said that he had chosen the man called Judas for a deed of the same God. He said that Judas must perform an action that would allow Jesus to accept guilt. John, we're talking about a mission here. We're talking about vocation. Without Judas, Jesus could not accept guilt. And without Jesus, the outside, the world could not have an excuse. You see the logic of the one thrust. Recognize the reasoning of the one true face. You see the cut of the bloodline. Well, it came to pass that in the garden was the seed of denial. Jesus did sow this seed into the fabric of Judas, making him scuttle. When the time came for Jesus to have the sacred guilt, Judas was forgotten
It was a play. It had to be done just right so as to have any meaning. So, do you know what he did? He hanged himself from the neck, John. He separated his choice from the body of Jesus. He made a distinction between the head and the heart. He emphasized his God-given choice by showing the duality within himself. We can all learn a lesson from this, John. A lesson of some word is being performed in this man's choice. If we can follow it, John. And do you remember the outcome of this? Can you remember the prize? Yes. After a week, 40 days and 40 nights, his body began to shrivel and shred with the truth. Till all that was left was a wizened head and 8 strands of heart which we could call reason. We could call it. And this thing, as Judas, was called Spider. It was attached to the tree of knowledge by the snake of his purpose, by the thread of his mind. Such a tale of meaning, don't you think? Yes, such a tale as Lilith might sympathize with, yes.
Lilith, the night witch, the right sucker.
Stupid man, silly little god. You have no road to make presumptions on Lilith. You have not the brain for it. Here, play a game with me. Tell me where we are.
In the garden, after the supper.
Good, John. Very good. Now, let me tell you about words. Words are for the telling, don't you think? So, it's really quite right that I tell you about them. Yes, I love this now, John. See if you can work out this game. I'm going to say some words to you, and you're going to tell me what they mean, okay?
Is there a prize?
Oh, yes. Such a prize as is worth Samson's honey. Do you know about the line, the honey, John? Of course you do. All right, ready?
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Right. Mary.
Mother.
Tradition.
Children.
Gin.
Garden.
Heaven.
Gold.
Vein.
Open the vein.
The BBC.
Handle.
Heaven.
Hidden.
Heroes.
Major Tom! Very good, John. Oh, you've been practicing, haven't you? Yes. I bet you've been boning up behind our backs, haven't you? Bad, John. Secretive brother. I bet you've been eating the shepherd on the sly.
Sly fox. What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
Ooh, don't you just love him, John? He knows just when it's time, doesn't he? Come on then, everybody! It's time for Grandma's game! It's time for explanations! You want to play the telling game, don't you, John? You want to climb Babel? Yes, 'cause you do! Jemima's always telling rhymes, feeling down his nursery crimes. Can't disguise it forever now, can we? You know the rules, don't you, John? You know the cost. You've seen it in play school. You know about looking through the windows of perception. Okay, let's start. Let's go through the clock now. What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
It's 1 o'clock.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
It's 2 o'clock.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
It's 3 o'clock.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
It's 4 o'clock.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
It's supper time.
Ooh, I one in my room, but this one beats the baby. Doesn't it beat the baby, John?
I don't understand. Jemima, I don't understand.
Well, don't worry, dear John. We'll play it again. For you. Only slower. I'm sure you'll get it when we play it slower. Won't we, Saul?
Hallowed be thy game.
Oh, that's a good one, Saul. And from you, too. Oh, I can't wait for your telling. It's going to be a good one today. Oh, yes.
Tick, tock.
Now, don't be impatient, Spiral, or we'll make you do the skin thing. We'll make you do the creation dance, and I'll help you with my knife. Remember, all things repeat in Spiral, my dear, but we can change the speed. Yes!
Truth, scuttle.
Yes! Yes, all right. I was only playing. Don't get too uppity. All right. Let's do the swing then for John.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
It's bedtime.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
It's bath time.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
It's playtime.
Hide and seek! Let's play hide and seek!
It's supper time.
Rain, rain, go away. Send a card on Mother's Day.
It's pleasure time. No!
Oh yes, John. We love the screen. Oh, we love the screen. We love to listen with Mother. We love our Father up in heaven. We love to be grateful to the three. Yes, we do. We want the baby Jesus inside us. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, John. We know that he is the truth, and we've got to learn the truth, John. We've got to eat the shepherd. You know that. Give me a platter and I'll show that to you, John. Give me a nice silver plate and I'll show you something in a different light. I'll separate it from the rest to make it easy. Come over here, and I'll teach you about the snake called Freud. Come over here and learn about the pleasure principle, little one. In the beginning was the garden, and in it were born Adam and Lilith. And I'll tell you something funny, John. I saw it on Blue Peter. They were joined at the back! They were joined at the back! They were equal! They were against each other! Do you understand? She was destroyed by the three! She wouldn't do the pleasure thing for these things, so they threw her out of the garden! They never let her into the garden! And they created Eve! Created Mother! And now your brother wants my insides! He tells me I was born guilty, and he wants to get inside me and have a spring clean, like a Hoover, like a mother. Well, John, play next.
Have you ever noticed how difficult it is to play croquet when you're half cut? Alcohol-wise, not so. Of course. When I say alcohol, I am can only be referring to the delights of a long, sweet cup of gin. I bet you knew that, didn't you? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think that when you think about it, there can be no drink here other than gin. Don't you love it? The almost overpowering scent of juniper, mixing beautifully with the smells of the garden. Yes. And then the combination of scents melding together to make an environment of some description. Yes.
I think that's true. A smell that transcends its origins. An aroma that allows externalization of some of the more interesting emotions. Yes, a civilizing thought, don't you think? Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting something? Is it a crucial moment? Were things starting to become a little clearer? Oh well. I just thought I'd come and tell you about the delights of the little green fellow. No harm done, I see. They haven't even started the croquet game yet. Oh, I love gin, ladies and gentlemen. I love gin in the garden of an evening. But don't get me wrong. Don't let me down just when we're starting to understand one another. I'd hate to leave you with the impression that gin is all I drink, of course. Not including the red drink. No, that's not the case at all. Yes. Obsession is a strange thing. A beautiful thing. A thing worth stopping at for a spell. Spellbound. That's how I like to view life, my friends. That's how I like to perceive the world. I make no mistake, the world is a perception. Nothing material is real until an emotion, a force, a meaning can be placed upon it. The question is, where does this meaning come from? Is it pure socialization? Or is there perhaps a little more to it? My name is Magister. My name is Disease. Garden of Thorns is my crown. I have no cross where it's dark and warm. Where it's dark and warm and wet. It's rather comforting, really. It's nice to have something in your life that can be called a truth. Nice to have something to keep you warm through these lonely times, wouldn't you say? Yes, I think that's a validity. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I may be on my back, but I'm looking at the stars! I love drinking. I love to drink. It does strange things to one's catalogue of perception, to one's position in one's environment. Clumsy words, clumsy language, fickle, twisted, bloated little system. No matter. Let me tell you a secret. It's evening now. And if there were to be a time for secrets, then now I feel would be a good one. It's evening, and all the objects move towards me with intimacy. All you good people with your soft edges and your pretty eyes just make me want to share something personal with you. I know that I may have had a couple. It's not often I get to meet new people. It's not often I get to meet any people. So, if you'll just indulge me for a moment, I'd like to tell you a little secret. A little snippet from my side of the pond. It's to do with love, ladies and gentlemen. It's to do with the affairs of the heart. Oh, I do have one, you know. I've had it for years. Always keep it with me. Think of this as an intermission. Think of this as an advert. Where's my drink? Oh, it's in my hand. Last place I've been to look for it. Oh well. Love, ladies and gentlemen, can do many things. But you mustn't confuse it with happiness. Oh no. You mustn't mistake it for safety. Love is not a safe thing, a stable thing. It is a thing that sits in the corner and shoots at people. It is a thing that can kill a person from the inside. This is true. It cannot be contained within a single body. Love cannot live without a structure. Think about it. Without a form, then love has no reference, has no substance on which to create meaning. Love needs something to hang meaning onto. And this fine life, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid that structure, that substance giver, is pain. Yes. It's a crying shame, I know. But in this world, love is a thing that bites. It makes you open up your soul to the possibility of total destruction. It is the motivator for a life of pain. An existence containing the very real possibility of suffering. I don't know what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm embarrassing you, then possibly someone does. Tears in the rain. Flowers on the pillow. No matter. A secret I said, and a secret it shall be. My name is Magister. All these people on this stage, and all you people on your stage. I had a son once, you know. Yes, once I was almost something that you could relate to. He could walk and talk just like you, just like all you people. And just like you, I wanted him to perform all the things I was incapable of performing. I wanted of him, demanded of him that he correct all the things that I had done wrong in my life. Yes, I wanted to give him all the things that I'd thrown away, all the things that I'd misplaced during my time. As you know, I really thought I'd found a way to do it. I really thought I'd guide him down the right path. One evening, we were sitting there, in the garden, having one of those father-to-son talks, and he asked my advice. And do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I told him to perform an action which should not be asked of anyone. I told him to do something that was an abhorrence to him. And for that action, a great corruption was incepted for which he left my heart. Such a heavy weight, my children. Such a weight as is not for the same. A secret garden, a garden of thorns. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, a garden can be such a sadness in the winter, don't you think? Such an emptiness. You'll have to excuse me. After all, I'm only human. I always say, ladies and gentlemen, I always say that you must eat what you reap. Oh yes, my secret garden. Oh well, let's move on. Plenty of time to get on a more intimate plateau later on. Watch me lead astray! Watch me lead astray!
In the beginning was the carcass of the sick god, and his word was flesh, and the word was rotten. Rotten. And from the fetid body of the god was born this world. And in this world there could be no evil, just the love of the language god. Now, John, shall we dance on the head of a pin? Shall we? Shall we be butterflies? Just for a day? Shall we? Should we? Will we? No, perhaps not. It's not time for bed yet, John. Bad, John. How can you sleep when you haven't listened to Saul's bedtime story?
Take them outside my head.
No, John. We can't have people talking about you. Can't have people pretending to love you just because of a few choice words. No, that's not what Nana would want, is it? Not at all. Oh. Look at John. It's just like dinner time.
In the beginning was the skin thing. It had 2 heads. 2 heads. Oh yes, the god is a thing that knows the stench of hiding. The story of the nail is a prime god thing. Sometimes you know, I wish that I could have something in me that could hurt me as much as I am hurt. Sometimes I wish that it was all beautiful.
My name is Saul. Good evening, everybody. My name is the beginning. I have been waiting to tell you a story, to play you a game. I have been watching. I have been watching while I've been making my hands pretty. See my hands. See how they shine. I've been making them shine for the hour of need, for the time of letting, of bleeding. Jesus is inside me. He lives in the room where Lilith used to live, and he keeps me warm. He gives my body a temperature. He gives my body a time limiter, narrative. Occasionally I let him out. Once in a while, I let him see what he has become, what he has begot. My name is Saul, and once I was blind. When I was blind, I was waiting for the big book. When I couldn't see with my eyes, I was waiting for truth that was enlightenment. Well, I walked, and I walked in my darkness, looking for the 3. And I walked on dry leaves, and I walked on dead children, and I walked on water, and I walked on glass. You can see that I have walked the walk of philosophy, because I have no feet left. Oh, I know that they look like feet, but really they are just stumps. And if you were to kneel down and kiss my feet, then all you would find is the warmth of the Christ. All that your lips would touch is the steady drip, drip, drip of the language God. My name is Saul, and I am blind and crippled. When I was very young, I used to steal apples. I used to go around all the apple trees in the world and steal their apples. Then I would bury all the apples in a great big pit of salt, and then I would go to the petrol station and steal all the petrol, and I would burn down all the apple trees. I did this for 34 years. For all those years I did this, and then I went blind. Let me tell you a story. In the beginning, there was a creature called Merlin, and he was born old. He was born at the end of time. And this man knew everything that had happened in the history of the world, which was at its end, as he was at his beginning. He knew about the beauty of the equal, and the corruption of colour. He knew about the truth that is vision, and the disruption that is the vein. He knew of the original separation, and the pollution of language. He knew everything. Well, this man Merlin was a creature different from human. He was a thing called Darkling, and he walked backwards through time. This man was not a man at all, but a Darkling, and he started at the end and worked his way back to the beginning. And because he knew all that had been, because he had all knowledge, he thought that his purpose was to fix things. This Merlin thought that he had been created by God as a correction. As he walked backwards through time, he did not get any younger, and so he thought he could be more than the plaster, more than the shepherd. My name is Saul, and thus far I am already dead. I am already dead, but as I tell my tale, I am getting less so. What I tell you is true. The Merlin walked backward, and yet physically never lost a year. Time shed off the world, and the Merlin stayed constant. The Merlin stayed for Merlin, and yet God played a cruel trick on him. a sleight of hand of which he only became aware after his idea of purpose was unstoppable. As the darkling walked backwards, so his knowledge of the world walked forwards. The pond is dry, so I shall tell you again. As he passed from the end of the world, so his knowledge of the beginning passed with it. A terrible trick, a trick of almost religious proportions. Because you see, to fix things, to really put things right, one must catch the rot at its inception, at its birth. My name is Saul. So by the time the Merlin passed through the time of men and women, he knew that a terrible crime had been committed, but he could not remember what it was. He knew that an abomination had been performed in the Genesis, but the God trick prevented him from taking the action that must be applied for there to be a chance of freedom. Such a sad thing for Merlin to bear, to know what he once knew, and yet be powerless to do what must be done. In my bucket here, in my little satchel, there are tears for him. Oh yes, there are sad pieces of water for the Merlin. In my bucket, there is a special level I have set aside for the darkling, for the bandage.
Lullaby, Soul! We need the ending!
Of course you do. My name is Saul, and I do not believe in kissing the feet. I do not believe in anointing the stump. I do not believe in the tongue. And it came to pass that the Merlin became a thing of unbearable sadness, a body that housed a lost desire so strong that it could bleed colour from the sky. So much a hurting that to look at him was to hold him forever. Well, the Merlin just stopped breathing one day. He just sat down in a garden in the middle of a beautiful summer, and he ceased to breathe. And he stayed in this garden until the garden became the Garden of Gethsemane, became the Garden of Eden, became the only garden. And all this time it has slipped away. The Merlin has been trying to remember what it was that had made the world such a tear, such a rip, such a screaming pain. And then, when it had become at last to the beginning, he did something. Oh, little Jemima, such a big thing did he do. Such a long way did Lilith go. Such a strange flesh did we become. Such a base trade was performed.
Ah! It tickles! It tickles! Mummy! One!
In the end, at the beginning of England, Merlin moved. And in his moving, he created the BBC. And the BBC in turn created Watch with Mother. He had been sitting there, in his chair, in this garden that was all, and he'd been shedding enough tears to sail on. He was at the beginning and the end, and he had made a choice. He made a screaming. And in this myth, the mother eats her young. And in this story, the father is already gone.
Two!
Already gone. And the mother, who was a gift of the flesh born of sitting, born of a truth forgotten, taught her little spiders to open their stomachs. Oh yes, she did, John. She taught them to open up their stomachs and clean out their insides with the salt of a corrupted earth, with the water spewed from the crotch of Alice. And the nail that tried to stop this, the wood that was made alive to try and end this, John. Well, I'll tell you a secret, John. I'll tell you a promise that is not from the flesh. The nail goes in, John. It does not let out. The tale is wrong. The hope is not the truth. The hope is a lie from the guilt of the three. And I'll tell you another crime, shall I, John? So much better than a number.
3!
So much more right than a lie.
Yeah!
So much more correct than a truth. So much more majesty!
You know, a suit is a very hard thing to buy. A suit is a very difficult thing to purchase. So, people, I come for a time of reckoning, do I? I come to take credit for my church, eh?
Magister! Oh look! Saul! His Magister! It's Prince Prince Charming and Major Tom all rolled into one. Have you come for the final game, Yale? Have you come for the father?
Indeed I have, Jemima. Saul has allowed me to be here for that particular treat. What pretty fingers you all wear. I wonder who they are pointing at.
No more games, Yale. No more rhetoric. No more flesh. Please.
I'm so sorry, Spiral. You still have to suffer the beginning, don't you? Over and over. In and out, round and round. In my pocket, I have a present to help you, Spiral. A thing that has the talent to ease, a power to...
A real name for you. Something to call you that counts.
Ah, Saul. If it's a name you wish, then just look into the lights of my eyes.
Poor thing. Poor thing. So sad. So self-bitter. And yet, never really understanding. Never quite grasping the point. Never caring about the thing that really fucking matters. But really moves. You are a dreamer, Yale. And for all your prettiness, for all your hurting, it will always be your dream, not mine.
Not mine.
Not mine!
Never mind. Tell us about the hammer, Magister. Tell us about the tree. Tell me about my feet. Tell us about the tree. Tell me about the tree. Tell me about the roots. Tell me about the beginning. Tell me about the good sun. Tell me about what you have done.
Tell us about Lazarus.
Ah, Lazarus.
A pocket full of rhyme. Have I told you about my suit, Jemima? Have I? Have I told you about my angel? No? Well, once upon a time, I got down on my knees. And I gave away a present for them both. And do you know, it came from a pocket. It came from a hymn. And it told of something very simple. So simple it could have been taken from the well. Would you?
Yes! Oh, yes!
Oh, good. Very good, Yale. Such a primary.
Well, the God Magister gave a secret to the one thing, and the secret was called flesh, and the godskin became two. Became of the one. And this thing that was the one became something else. Became different, and this difference was called Babel, was called sorrow.
And the thing that was God became three, only one of which was a part of the truth. And Lilith left, and Jesus went away incomplete. This is the truth. This is not a lie.
This is not a philosophy, not the way. This is the truth. And the truth was not a right thing, not a good thing. It was a thing put into action by the darkling of God, the one called Yale.
And the one called Yale became both mother and father, and ignored the other thing that was the only way, the only thing. And late at night, when I am fast asleep, the one that is made of hate throws sand in my eyes, so that I might remember. And when I'm older, I hope to remember with a consistency that will be almost truth by itself.
A thing that is called body. Breath. Body. Breathing called Bargon, called body. The animation, body. Skin, Bargon.
Lazarus, have you enjoyed your sleep?
How have you enjoyed your resting? Repetition is such a sad thing, don't you think?
Repetition is such a...
There's only so many pockets in one suit, only so many truths in one sitting. My name is Rebecca, and my memory is not my own. Goodbye, Jemima.
Sweet dream.
Dreams to keep, dear heart.
Good night, my dearest mother.
And once upon a time, there was a man who worked with his hands, and he was a good man. But in that time, he was misinformed. He was part of a controlled fake, John. You are no longer butterfly, no longer part of the bloodline.
I can cease to breathe. Stop to breathe. Stop to breathe for him.
You are free.
Not a hammer man. No sunset.
And at the end, there was no beginning. There was a stop to repetition. And at this time, the spider became alien, became the flesh, became the new morale. Spiral, you're no longer the violin man, no longer God bait.
I am not rational. I am not Judas.
You never lie, never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie. No more chess.
And now it's night.
In the end, there is just two. Two that are so alone that they cannot breathe properly. One planted the apple tree, and the other burnt it all the way down.
One believed in the root, believed in the beauty of a thing that has grown, and the other, with knowledge grown from no sight of the moon, the other believed too much for there to stand a break.
Now it's dark. Now I am blind again, and yet there are certain things I can see. I can see a bright yellow rose, and it has ceased to weep. It has stopped crying into the ground, and its petals are the brightest thing in my world. And I am trying not to shed tears for this light, but oh, it's so bright, so shining, such a brightness.
I stand still in this place, and I hope things will be all right. And I feel things might surprise me. There is no impress, there is no tree. Saul?
Yes.
I'm not God. I'm not part of you. Something has stopped. Something has stopped, and you have beautiful feet. Look at the stars. We're not in darkness.
In the beginning, there was two things one, and it was beautiful. Then there was a tear. Then there was a rip, and there was two. Then the rip just got bigger and bigger, until there was an ocean between them. Please stop it. Please close it. Please make it all right. Because I am lonely. Because I am so lonely, and I don't wish to be alone. I don't wish to cry forever. I don't wish to be alone. I don't want to spend my whole life on this thing. I want to be something else. I want to be whole. I don't want to be sad for the rest of the world. I want. You know what I want. Please. Please.
Please, we don't want to need to scream forever.
And ever.
And ever.
And ever.
And ever.
And ever.
Amen.